Okay, what is up, guys? It's Mason, and as we know, ooh, no, that's d4. I don't know if you played it. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to abort because we've played 3 games as black. There's a high chance we are going to actually. We might not. We might get another draw. You know, I was looking at. I thought he had actually played c4, which would mean I could play. Oh, boy. I hope this doesn't get my account banned. Oh God. Are you kidding me? All the white games went into the think fast video. All the white games went into the think fast video. Oh gosh. That's 3 Scandinavian games. I could play e4, e5, but I don't remember much. Oh, this sucks. This actually sucks. Let's just hope I win this so there's not another repeated draw. If it's a draw, you might not see this video. So if you see this video, it means I didn't draw. Okay, what do I normally play here? I think I normally play something like this. I think I play something like this. I don't really recall what I play in this line. I mean, I should have just gone d6. Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just feel like taking is very wrong. You know, when they give it to you like that, I just feel like taking is very wrong. So I just decided to play this and then shuffle back. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with shuffling back. I mean, if he plays like d4, I'm gonna go this way so that when he comes in here, if he tries coming in there, I can challenge him on that square. I feel like d4 is next. This feels like a nice move, regardless. Or maybe here. Okay, I was seeing something like this and I was like, ah, yeah. It's a standard move. This is kind of like why sometimes you normally see me blocking this way. I don't see the trick here, though. I don't see what he's planning here. I don't see it. I don't think it's this pawn push with that. I don't think that's the case. I'm going to play this move. He's 1700, almost 1800, so it's highly likely he's not joking around. And maybe he knows what he's doing. Okay, so why would he do that? Like, just to get your bishop here? I don't get... Oh. I smell a rat. So I would have played this first, but I think the timing is a little bit necessary. So I want to play 1, 2. And get this over with. So 1 first. So that if this comes in, then I can simply play this and block. I don't see the sacrifices. Like, I feel like there's some sacrifice idea going on, but I don't see it. I saw this, and like I did see when I saw it, I don't think it does anything. So pawn push. Pawn push forces the knight either here or here. Taking is not an option. If he takes and I take here, knight takes, pawn takes. I mean, I think I can play that position, but it's not a position I like to play. You know, I like solid positions. So it's sort of like I'm fighting against myself here. The annoying thing about this is by playing this move, he might intentionally just play this. And after takes, then he can jump in this way. Which is quite an annoyance. So against my feelings, so let's say I play this, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes, and promotes into a queen. That is just not what I want. Pawn push. Okay, knight jumps back. Then maybe this. Something, I don't know. Here he takes, I take back, he takes. We get that same line. But with my bishop developed, I think that's fine. But then he has d4, doesn't he? Okay, then my bishop comes back. And my rook can come in here. Actually, yeah, if he plays d4, my rook can just come in there. So there's no problem with that line. Okay, so we'll just go this way. Another reason is I really just, the main reason I don't want to, I don't know what this move holds. I don't really understand the pressure it holds. I actually just suddenly forgot about this. With the rook coming in here. Okay. We are in for another one. We are in for another one. There's no way to defend it with the pawn. There's no way to defend the knight with the pawn. Which is where his problem lies. I don't know if when he takes here, I should take with the pawn or I should take with the knight. That's where I'm a little bit questioning. Because if I take with the knight first, allow this knight to go off, takes, right? And I have this pawn here being constantly pressured, right? And the other version is that my knight becomes like undeveloped, but then there's pressure on this guy. So I'm actually expecting him to go this way, which I feel like I don't want to allow. So we'll see. We will see. Of course, if he goes here, I could also just play takes. Actually, no, I can't. That's just dumb. Okay, so if he goes back, I think the best move will be here to threaten that. Okay, so we looked at this and it should be, I think it's this. Takes. And like we said, if d4, okay, actually if d4, I could just play this and target here, forcing pawn push or something of that sort. Keeping the knight at bay. d4, the reason I said d4 is not really impending is because I can play this. And I would like to play that because it creates an immediate problem for my opponent with this move. You take, I win your queen. You play push, I take, I fix my pawn structure. You play queen comes in here, I still play this move. Create that issue I talked about. And your position is kind of... Actually, yeah, you can't even take in the first place. I don't know if I should play rook. Yeah. Yeah, because takes and now you are in trouble here. It takes, then I can play my knight, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I think we just took the initiative here. Yeah, I think we just took the initiative here. Okay. So now taking doesn't merit me. Wait. I have to really look at this. Bishop takes, knight takes, pawn push. This is like what happened in that previous game. So bishop takes, knight takes, pawn push. The bishop can come in, check. Queen takes bishop. Knight takes bishop. Rook takes queen. I think I'm losing there, right? I lose 1, 2, 3. He loses 1, 2. I don't think that's a good... Right? Bishop takes... Knight takes, pawn push. Bishop comes in, check. Queen takes, knight takes, rook takes. I can't take back, right? I can't take back. Okay, so here is the move I'm looking at. In which case, like if I play this move and like just for funny purposes, right? If I play the, actually, I'm actually liking this move more because I realize that this is a move. Yeah, so here, if he blocks this way, I actually have this funny move now. Repeating that whole system. Oh, but then he has this move. Okay, so that's not advisable. But then even though he has that, I still have pawn push here. In which case, he still can't take and I can take. He takes and... I don't like that the fact that my king is in the center. Hmm. So let's do first things first, which is this. Prevents this bishop from putting pressure on me in any way. Bishop comes in here. Maybe this move is doable. Yeah, so like I said, this move, but then like I said, this also stops it. So like maybe like knight here now. Knight here, he's going to pin, I think. Knight here, I think he's just going to play bishop here. So how about this? Pawn push, pawn push. Right? If he plays pawn push, I can take with my rook, attacking the queen. I'm getting very brazen here. I don't think that's what you should be doing. But I mean, there's nothing against having fun, is there? Yes, there is something against having fun. Yeah, I had a feeling like, you know, this I lose here. Yeah. You know, I was looking at this in the early game and I just forgot about it. Story of my life. Okay. Mm-hmm. I was clearly looking at it, but then I just threw it away. Okay, so how do we stress our opponent out here? Because we are 100% losing this. I have a very bad plan. Bishop, rook. Bishop takes. I think he's going to play bishop takes. In which case, I do have rook. But then queen check here. Queen check here. I'm going to lose this, but I'm just going to try. I mean, this is the most simple move to try and get me out of trouble, but I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, of course, this still exists. I'm not driving it out. I don't get that move. I don't get that move. If I come in here, the bishop can come in check. I can take, right? So I don't get that move. Oh, he wants to get me away from this. So if I play here, what does he play? Yeah? Then I come back here, right? But bishop check, king takes. Check. I come in here. Okay, I don't see it. Knight is still in danger. This bishop is also now in danger. Because now if like you run away, I can take here. If queen takes, I have block. Well, it was a good run, guys, but I got too trigger happy. 3 draws in a row, only to lose all the rating points I gained in those 3 games, right? The knight really can't move is the problem. Okay, no, it doesn't work. That's the move he plays. Interesting. Did not see that coming. Okay, so here queen takes check, knight blocks. And we still have something. I just wish it wasn't just knight blocked, but like an attack, right? You know? Okay. Now you can defend everything with the queen. That's where the problem comes in, right? So you can defend how? Here. I don't know how he actually defends. Queen comes in here. I think this move is a very nice one. Oh boy. Ha. Okay, let's lose. Yeah, messed it up. I think I was doing fine until I made that mistake. I think black is doing quite well despite the circumstances over here. Yeah, black has equalized, and I was very confident. Like this is not, you know, sometimes when I'm analyzing positions, I'm like, this is I don't get what's going on and so on. Yeah, this is a position I really did. Like I could see that. If anything, I tried to like set myself up. This was me being too pushy, right? This was me just being too pushy. The simple move I think was just here. What was I thinking was the issue? There was something that was rattling my brain. Actually, yeah, there was just nothing, right? So just play here. My opponent now has to think about some way, shape, or form to kind of give me problems. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. But then I think I just castle, and if he does take, I think this is completely fine. I think it's a completely fine position. There's no reason for me to have been worried. But that's the thing, right? My kind of solid style. I like a position to be simple and understandable. Of course, this is understandable, but it doesn't look nice. You know, I have this mindset like about positions, you know. I have this mindset about position. This is a very fine position. I just don't like the fact that I have an isolated pawn here, I have an isolated pawn here, and I have a double pawn here and an isolated pawn here, right? So this is like, depending on how you calculate it, this is 4-pawn island, this is 3-pawn island. Some would say 4-pawn islands. I don't know. I don't know the general way of calculating this, but that's what I think. I look at the spaces in between. So 3-pawn islands. And that's like a very bad position. My opponent has 2-pawn islands. The more pawn islands you have, the weaker your pawn structure. So to be playing with this throughout the game, I wasn't liking it. Which is why I was trying to get a little bit trigger happy here. Because if things went the way I was planning, which of course was dumb, like I concluded that this was a dumb move, but I still played it. Yeah, I just like blanked out on this. Right, I mean, it's even still possible to play this move, but it's in a, I think it's in a slightly worse position. Yeah, so I don't know. So simply, So here, sorry, here, pawn push. The idea was, I mean, there's not really any good move here, but let's just say my opponent comes in here, pawn push. It's kind of like what I was looking at. Yeah. It was bad, but let's look at the opening. Let's see. Okay, it didn't. Usually when you play the Scandinavian, it always gives you this like bound of recommendation, but here bishop comes in, pawn push, knight, queen, bishop, knight here, and I think here black is fine. As to whether it's accurate, I don't think it is. Yeah, so the other things I was looking at here were of course this, like I said, was bad. You don't want to allow this, it's just bad. And I was looking at if, for example, takes, pawn takes. I didn't like the fact that I would have to keep defending this guy. I didn't like that my knight would not be able to move easily. Maybe I'd have to be like knight here, castle, then try and get something going on. I didn't like how passive the position looked here, which is why I felt like this would be the best. Take, and I was and what I was looking at was this. I was thinking that regardless, right? He would play takes, and if knight takes, he would play this. So I'm kind of a little bit like shocked. I didn't see this. I thought it was a little bit scary. Again, I couldn't really figure out what would happen here. Here is the like clearest move. Here with this is the clearest move I can think about, but this is actually bad. Wow, so I have to be very careful here. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so it's not actually that easy to figure out. Maybe it's an easy move. I'm not being good enough to figure it out. Is it here? Okay, this is slightly better. But I don't get it. We'll check in the game review. So yeah, everything just flowed at this point. And this is a very nice position for black to get. Especially out of playing the Scandinavian. This should be a very nice position. I just got too trigger happy. I think it's the blitz I just played. It got me funny thoughts. You can see I recorded everything on the same day. Yeah, I mean, this was just, I don't see why I should be worried. Like, I don't get why I should be worried. I just didn't want to play this, but there was no reason for me to even play this in the first place. I was just completely fine. Just castles and you're done. And game goes on. If anything, your opponent can try this. I don't know if c4 is good here. You just lock the position up, make the bishop bad here. No, doesn't recommend that. Maybe you don't trade. Maybe you can play some other funny move like this. No, you should take. Okay. I was thinking you'd want your opponent to fix your structure. Yeah, so takes, of course, your opponent has to take with the pawn or with the queen. I think the point is that you both have passed pawns. And, I mean, you still have the 1, 2, 3 pawn islands, right? Okay, so check, king comes in here, here, with the idea of this is what I'm looking at. So your opponent is going to move his rook here. Then you have this move. Of course, I mean, these are the things that kind of... Oh, that's actually not possible. Because these bishops do a very good job of messing my opponent up. So I was thinking we can just get this position in and try something from there. But it doesn't seem to be working. So I don't really know how the game would have gone. But I think the opening was fine. Let's jump straight into the game review. I'm sure most of you will be like, wow, this is the shortest episode. Yeah, it is, because I was playing dumb. Oh no! This is why we subscribe to both the Twitch and to the YouTube. It helps me budget that so that we can have good games. Okay, so let's just read the analysis and then jump straight into b4. b4 recommendation is what? What are the three recommendations? Queen takes, which is actually the best move. Queen to b6, which is what I usually play. And queen to f5. Damn. I played none of that. I actually don't know what this does. Rook to b1. Queen to d6 is fine. This is a Scandinavian position that is like quite common. It's just that I just don't like the fact that this keeps flowing, sort of. But I think you'll be fine. Of course, if here, I think you just jump back. And you can still develop like a normal Scandinavian. It's just going to be a little bit complicated. Because you have to watch out for these scary moves. Queen to c7, nice. Here. Bishop to g6, correct. e5. I considered e5. I wasn't so sure, so I played e6. Yeah, because the point is this knight doesn't have any moves. And it kind of puts a damper on my opponent's plan because he might have to move and lose the pawn. But queen e2. I didn't see all this. So bishop to e7, which is the move I talked about, blocking this diagonal. But I was a little worried about this. Okay. Yeah, so is bishop correct? Or should I have gone straight for... Knight to f6 was best. I played, you know, I wanted to play this because I was a little bit worried about this pressure coming. It doesn't work now, but I have some like trauma from it. Bad memories. Managed to equalize the position here. Takes and then pawn push. Yeah. I think yeah. It's a very short game, so there's not much to really look at. Yeah, I just have to be very careful. Like, I note problems, but I still keep falling for them. Something I really have to work on. I can say that something is a problem and still play it without even verifying if the problem has been solved, you know? And I have to really work on that. And even here, I felt I was, like, trying to make headway, but I think I didn't really get what I was looking for. So anyway, that has been a very good video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. As always, you can join the stream, twitch.tv/pen_mason. If you did love the video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. I'm sure you guys, this video might come out on Monday or Sunday. Whenever it comes out, I feel like we would have started covering the BCA League. If you guys are enjoying that, also head on to Maxwell's channel and subscribe to his channel as well. Help him out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Peace.